Okay, guys. Well, as promised, I'm going to start the third installment of my little video blog, so to speak, and my YouTube channel. And tonight, since I got some really cool rolls in the mail, I'm going to open one of those rolls. Some of you have already seen it on the CoinOp website, but I'm going to open another one here tonight. Just because it's a really fun roll to open and it'll be a learning experience. So one of the things I'm going to do, obviously, once I do get the coins open, is I am going to put a mask on because I am going to be talking over my coins, and I don't want to cause problems with them in the future with the moisture in my breath. So with that being said, I will eventually at some point in time put this on to not have a problem. So what I'm going to do, earlier today I got two of these rolls in the mail, and there's kind of a long story as to where they came from, but needless to say, that's another whole probably video all in of itself. But they are two 1936S Lincoln cent rolls, and I have had about 40 of these rolls that I've purchased from the same individual over the course of the last year. And interesting part about them is they're wrapped in, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but they're wrapped in a wax outer paper with a sticker on them, a 1936S Unk labeled on them, and on the inside is a red wrapper, and this red wrapper just simply says 50 pennies. So my understanding behind the story was that the coin shop owner where they came from had a $25 face value bag of 1936S cents that he got, and promptly took them out of the bag and put them into rolls and wrapped them and sealed them. And that's essentially what we have right here. Another one of those rolls that is completely sealed and wrapped. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that you guys can see this a little better. But this roll is sealed both ends. It's actually taped on both ends, and it's wax paper sealed. And it has been in this wrapper since 1936 when the coin shop owner purchased it. The coin shop went out of business in 1955, but I am going to open it here for you guys tonight. And the first thing I'm going to do actually is just kind of pull the paper open. It's interesting to note that the tape that's used on it is actually very brittle. So that's one good sign that it's an original old wrapped roll. I didn't say bank wrapped because it is not wrapped at the bank. But as you can see, as I'm doing this here, the inside wrapper, the inside coins are wrapped in the red paper. So once I get that open, I can actually pull that right out of there. And the inside wrapper is not taped. It is simply just open and crimped on both ends from that standpoint. And it's written on the front of it 36S Unk, but the interesting part to note about this is the pen that was used on this is actually a fountain pen, which also is a good sign that it's a little older than average. I've had quite a few rolls from this same buy, some 1945, some 1947, some other 1944 rolls and things like that. Here's one that was a 1944S roll that came out of the wrapper and stuff like that, also from the same buy. So I'm going to open this up and let's see what we get, because usually when these rolls come open to me, or when I open them, there are some absolutely gorgeous coins in them. And as you can tell, obviously, hopefully you guys can see that, but they're very, very well-toned coins. I'm going to put my mask on now so that I don't cause any more problems. And let's see what we get, shall we? So the best way to obviously open a roll is to slide them out of the roll, not into a pile, obviously. You don't want to do that. So they come out of the roll nice and easy, and it gives you the ability to actually pick them up and grab them quite easily. So I'm going to try and zoom in as much as I can here. Let's see what happens. There we go. So these coins, as you can tell, are absolutely gorgeous coins. They've got a beautiful patina to them. They've got gorgeous color to them, and every single one right after the other, is exactly the same way. Absolutely beautiful set of coins from that standpoint. And oh, that's a pretty one. That's just got some absolutely gorgeous color to them. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'll try as best I can to try and make that visible on the screen for you. So that right in of itself is probably one of the most beautiful rolls of coins I think I've ever seen. Some of those coins are some pretty high end and have some absolutely gorgeous color and toning to them. Every once in a while you'll run into one that isn't quite as pretty as the rest, but boy, I tell you, it's kind of hard pressed to not look at these and know that they're pretty. Even if you, and the other nice part about it is you can tell that it's a original roll, because the coins themselves are actually not all faced the same way. So they weren't originally wrapped this way, or from that standpoint they were actually put in here. And so absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful coin. Absolutely one of them, and very well struck coins as well. So lots of color, lots of reds, lots of toning to them. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. I'm going to come back here in a little bit and show you a little bit more on my fourth video of a little bit about how to preserve coins, and maybe a little bit about keeping them clean and or cleaning them up a little bit. So hopefully you guys will stick around and come back for that one. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys watching.